I'm Allie. Join me as I create these pearl spoke earrings. Remember, this is one of our projects in this month's subscription box. If you want to check out and get kits sent to you each month, look below the video. We have little links there in the show more button. You can get the supplies, or you can also check out the box. Gather up your supplies and let's get started. All right, first thing we're going to do is we are going to need some size 6 dragon thread. And I have about 4 feet here that I'm going to put on to approximately a size 10 needle. It can be 10, it can be 11. Honestly, it can be 12 too. That doesn't matter. If you have trouble threading your needle, you can grab your needle nose pliers, kind of flatten out the end of that thread there. I always pinch the end of the thread and think about putting my needle onto the thread. And that usually seems to do it. Rather than thinking I've got to put the thread through the needle, I put the needle onto the thread. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a tail, and I'm going to hold the bottom of the thread. We're going to put our pearl through the bottom, and we're going to be doing a series of brick stitch here along the outside. I'm going to leave myself about a 3-inch tail. I'm going to go up through the bead, and that's going to create one loop that sits on the right side. I'm going to go through the bead again, and that's going to create 2 loops that sit on the right side there. Flipping over then, I'm going to go 2 more times through the bead, so a total of 5 times actually through the bead here, and not get hooked into my pliers. Move those out of the way. And then I'm going down through again, and that again puts 2 pieces of thread along the outside. So I have 2 to the right and 2 to the left of that thread. I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit closer so you can see this section. They happen to, the mauve matches my nails. I'm using 15OC beads, Delica 11Os, and some 3mm bugles, along with a wire guard and some ear wires. To start out my brick stitch, I'm going to grab 1 and 2 of my 15Os. I'm going to sew underneath the 2 bridge threads that sit on the one side. I'm going to sew back up through bead number 2. What this is going to do is this is going to be the start of the brick stitch, where along the edge of the project, I should say, they're going to sit right at the middle. Add 1 single bead at a time. We're going to add a total of 14 beads onto this brick stitch session here. And we're going underneath that thread that goes around the pearl. Then we go back up through that same 15O that we just put on. And as we go back up through, we're making sure that we come out through the top. You're going to make it seem like you're going back toward the previous bead. Again, I'm going in, putting the beads on, going underneath those bridge threads, catching on to them. And as I go through those, I'm going to then have my bead, make it sit straight up, go back through that bead there, and up towards the top. I want these to sit right nice and next to one another, so right now I have on 4 total beads, and I'm going to do 14. Now, we are going to get to the point where we have to jump across to the lines or the thread on the opposite side. You're going to do that just as you're doing it. Right around bead number 7 is when you're going to feel like you need to go underneath those 2 bridge threads on the right side.
This month, your jewelry collection doesn't just grow, it multiplies. The Disc Duo Path Bracelet, the Floral Trellis Necklace, the Pearl Spoke Earrings. 3 beautiful designs, and with a quarterly subscription, you don't just get 3, you get 9 complete kits. That's roughly $18 per kit. Plus, receive a free bead on it board and an ultimate beading ruler. Everything you need to start creating. 9 kits, 9 creations, 1 simple subscription. PotomacBeads. Create something beautiful.
So I just finished bead number 7 there, and I'm coming out kind of towards the top, almost right at the line where the bead hole is. I'm going to add my 8th bead, and I'm going to go underneath the 2 bridge threads that sit on the opposite side of the bead. And it's as simple as that. We're going to keep going till we have a total of 14 beads on. And then as you're coming out bead number 14, I'm going to show you how to connect back to bead number 1. And then we're going to do some brick stitch along the outer row of these 15Os with my Delica beads. So that's going to add a second row of our brick stitch as we're continuing around. Remember, again, I want a total of 14 of my 15 seed beads, and then we're going to meet up right back at bead number 1. All right, I've added bead number 14 right here, and I've gone underneath those bridge threads on the same side that I was working with, and I'm going to go up through that 15 seed bead there. Make sure it doesn't get caught on anything else. That is bead number 14. See how those go perfectly around. Now to show you the sample piece, I did use 12 11 seed beads. If you'd rather use 11 O's than 15 O's for the design. Just makes it a little bit slightly bigger, and we change the outside slightly, which I'll show you. From here, you're coming out bead number 14. We're gonna go down bead number 1. And as we go down bead number 1, we're gonna sew underneath those bridge threads that are under bead number 1. What this does is gets that first bead, because you always add 2 to the start of your brick stitch, it gets that first bead to sit straight up. Nice tight pull, and there we have those beads nice and tight along the exterior of the pearl. From here, we're going to switch into our Delica beads. First row of brick stitch always gets 2 beads instead of 1. We're going to go over to the next bridge thread. Now, what's a bridge thread? The bridge thread is going to be the thread that connects the 2 holes of beads that are next to each other. So right on the outside here of the 15, see how my thread goes underneath there, showing kind of from that side perspective. It's going underneath that bridge thread, which is going to make those beads sit straight up and down. And I'm going to sew back up through bead number 2 toward bead number 1. Just like we did the 15s, we're going to go around the exterior here. Next bridge thread, grabbing my next Delica bead, I sew underneath that bridge thread and then back up through. With brick stitch, you want it to be tight, but you don't want it to be so tight that the beads start laying over one another or there's not enough space to go inside. You'd rather have it have a little bit of space than be too tight. So I'm going around the exterior here, and because my Delica beads are bigger than my 15 O's, that's actually nice because normally if you're using the same size bead, you're going to go in and you are going to get to a point where you need to add a bead. I'm sometimes, every once in a while, I'm going to share a bridge thread. So you're sharing the thread if you see that it gaps a little bit. Sometimes you'll have more than one time that you go underneath that same area. So I'm going to go the whole way around from that start side that I did, all the way around towards the exterior, back towards the last Delica bead like we did with the 15s. So I'm getting ready to finish this up with my 17th Delica beads. So there were 3 spaces because I only had 14 beads there and 13 threads that were going across. So that 17th bead, I come up. I'm going to go back down through bead number 1 underneath the bridge thread, just like we did with the 15s. Back up through bead Delica number 1, classic brick stitch. Oh, that means if it comes back out bead number 17, that means you didn't get underneath the bridge thread, which I just did. Good thing to show you. Or you sewed back underneath the bridge thread when you were going back up through bead number 1, which I did again. So it can be a little tricky there to make sure that you're under the bridge thread. And then when you get under the bridge thread, to make sure that you're not sewing back under it before you go back up bead number 1. And bead number 1 is hanging out there. I think I got it this time. Yep, nice and tight. There we go. All right, so I have my 17 beads in here, and what I'm going to do is another layer of my brick stitch, and this time I'm adding in my bugle beads. So the bugle beads are going to begin with 1 bugle, 1 Delica, 1 bugle. And again, these are 3mm bugles. I'm going to shift over to the next bridge thread there. So underneath the bridge thread, and as we sew underneath the bridge thread then, we are going to kind of push those, make those sit up straight, make sure they're not twisted like they are right here. Sit up there. All right, now you're going to go back up through your bugle just like you did with your 15s, just like you did with the Delicas. And when you come out through the bugle, you're going to add a Delica, add another bugle, and then go through the next bridge thread. And as I'm doing this, I'm making sure that it doesn't sit super tight, so I want them to just kind of sit relaxed, not pulling too tightly, which is going to kind of curve your Delicas a little bit. Going around the outside here, picking up 1 Delica bead and 1 bugle for every bridge thread along this outer line here. And you're just going to continue on. When we get to the end, you'll notice a little bit of a gap. That is perfect because we're going to use that to put on our wire guard and our ear wire. All right, here we are at the end here, and I've put in my bugles and my 15-0s, and you can, or my Delica beads, and you can see there's a little bit of a gap there from the first one to the last one. And if I try to build that bridge, it's going to start to coil and start to move. This is a perfect opportunity to add my clasp and my wire guard here to go onto my ear wire. I'm going to pick up one of my Delica beads, 115-0, go up through one side of the wire guard. I'm going to go down through the opposite side of the wire guard. And remember, we still need to get bugle number 1 to sit correctly. So this is a perfect way to join them. One of my 15s, followed by one Delica, back over to bead number 1, to that bugle. That bridges that gap perfectly. I'm going to go underneath the bridge thread there. I'm going to turn it just so I can see a little bit better, and I'm going to go back up through bugle number 1. As I go back up through bugle number 1 and make that sit correctly in that nice little V at the top, I also thought it would be really cute to put a bicone in there. I'm keeping it nice and simple, but you could put an extra bicone in there. I'm going in here with my needle and thread, then going back up through the Delica 15, around the arch there, through the 11-0, or the 15 with the Delica. I'm going to sew right into the next Delica along the outer edge. Now, you don't have to do this. You can see on my sample piece, I kept it nice and open. With this one here with the Delicas, I decided to add a little bit more of that brighter cranberry on the outside. So I'm coming down the outer edge here, and I'm going to pick up 1 and 2 15-0s for every time I'm sewing through my Delica bead on the outer edge. Again, you don't need to do this. You could add a little 2mm bicone instead. You can add an 8/0 seed bead. You can keep it open, completely up to you. One thing you don't want to do is pull too tightly. So you're just kind of flattening out as I pull. Oh, I've got a, every once in a while you get a 15. Everything's happening on this video to make you guys better stewards of learning here. All right, so every once in a while you get a 15 that either the coating or the hole is just a little small. That was one of them. If I had a size 12 on needle on, it probably would have fit fine, but I just take it, push it off to the side. Sometimes I'll throw it away, or I put it back into the container to use for another project where I'm not using a size 10 needle. Going around this outer loop then, I'm going to continue adding on my 15-0s, and then as I come back, I'm going right through here. My Delicas reinforcing one more time, and then I'm going to drop down with my thread and needle into my pearls so I can just tie off the thread ends. All right, coming back up through the top then, you can see that I've gone the whole way around adding my 15-0s. I'm coming back down through the side here, and I'm going to pull that needle through the wire guard. If it gets a little bit tight, you can grab your pliers and just kind of pull your needle through there. You don't want to force too much, or you can open up the sides of those wire guards, which we don't want to do. I'm going to go into the bugle bead. I'm also going to go into a Delica below it, and see how I'm going right towards the bottom there. Perfect. I don't want to pull too tightly again because I don't want any scalloping on this nice flat disc. I'm going to look around, see if I can find the hole to that pearl. It's right there in the middle. Drop my thread down towards the end, push my thread toward the back, which is going to mean that as I push it towards the back of the design, my thread ends can meet and happily get tied together. After I tie them together, I will cut them down and then burn them with my thread zap. I do 1 knot, and then I'll usually go through and do a sewer's knot 2 times through that loop. Nice and tight. We'll cut it down and then we'll burn it down, just like I've done this one here. And then we need to attach our ear wires. So how are we attaching our ear wires? Nice and simple. If you have, I've actually have these hanging for a while on my Huggy earrings. I'm going in here, or I could pop them on my pearls and just put them right through there. I'm going to hang it right like that with the wire guard, close it up, and that finishes up my earrings. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these pearl spoke earrings. We would love to send them to you along with other kits each month from our subscription. As always, if you want to check that out, go ahead and look below the video in the description of the video. Sometimes you have to hit that show more button. You can do that and you'll get links back to our website where you can gather up all your supplies. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Thanks so much for watching. Give a little thumbs up and we'll see you on our next inspirational video.